Hello and welcome to this tutorial from Tropical Coast Web Design. In this particular tutorial we're going to look at how you modify a form built for your website using the Ninja Forms plugin. To access our forms we come over to our main menu on the left hand side and click on Ninja Forms. This will bring up a list of all the forms that you've created for your website. On this particular website we've just got the one, so we go over the title of that form and click on it to open the form itself up, and here it is. Now this form is rather long, but it is made up of several different types of form fields, so let's have a look at each of those so that you can get an idea of how you modify them for your particular needs. At the very top here we've got a simple text field. To remove that field at any time, we simply float over the gear icon over here or the settings icon and we can choose the trash can. Further over, this icon with the two little paper sheets, that's a duplicate. So if you want to use that form, or that particular field for your form, again in your site, you can actually duplicate it and then you can also modify it like I'm about to show you what to do. Let's have a look at how we modify a simple field for text. We click on the settings icon or the gear, and our options panel appears on the right hand side. The label is what appears above the text field, so we're going to go up there and we'll change that slightly. Let's put in a different title. When we click over here you'll see that it updates. Next to the label is a little click button that makes the field required or not. We need the name on this particular form, so we'll have that switched on. Further down on the options panel we have a display section which I'll expand by clicking on it. You can put help text in here, you can put description in here. All I need is what's called a placeholder. What does the person actually type inside the box? You can give them a hint here. Alright, I'm actually going to add in a section that says no nicknames please. And if I click over here you'll see that it now adds that into the form. That's for a single line text field. The other fields are similar, but they have different values to be put in them. For example, the next one down is a date of birth. And you'll see if we come in here, it's for a date only. You can't put anything but a date into this field. You can't put a phone number, can't put text in, it's just a date. Depending on where your website is based, you can modify how that date is entered. I'm in Australia, so I use this standard one at the top. If you're an American, you can change these ones down here, but let's leave it at the standard one for my country. And in the display section, just like with a text field, you can put in a display of the placeholder. So we want to put day, month, year. I've just typed that in there and you'll see that it appears over here in the placeholder. Keep working down, we've got a phone number field. Same thing, you can't put anything but a phone number in this box. Email field, made for email addresses. And these all have their own placeholders that you can add in. Placeholders, by the way, are optional, but they do help people fill out forms. This one down here is a little bit different. It's a radio list. Now a radio list allows the person filling in the form to choose one of the options shown. To add more options in, you go to the add new box up here, or icon, and I'll be silly, I'll type in dentist. And I can keep adding those in, as many as I like, and the visitor to your field, or to your form, will choose one of those. They can only choose one. It's a little bit different to the one I'll show you in a second, but on this radio list you can only choose one. Let's get rid of that one because I don't really need it. This box down here is a text field. You'll see it's a bit bigger than the regular single line text. This allows the person filling the form to put in a lot more information. They can type paragraphs in there if they want to. The options for it on the right hand side of the page are exactly the same though. You've got a label, under display you've got your placeholder. Now the check list, or radio list I should say, as I said, allows you to put in one option only if you're filling in the form. We come down here a bit further we've got this one, and it looks a little bit different. You see you've got round icons here on the radio list. This one is a box list, and this allows you to select more than one option. Same on the right hand side as the other ones. You've got your label to fill in, and you've got your list of different things that you need to fill in or need to be able to give to your site visitor to click. Once again, to add in more, you click on Add New, and to remove, you click on the cross at the end of each row, and that takes those out. To add new fields in, we simply come to the left hand side here and we click on Add New Field, and that changes your options on the right hand side dramatically. You'll see all the different fields that you can now add into your site. We've got our single checkbox, we've got our checkbox list, we can select images to be uploaded via the form. This one here is a submit button, and this is the very last thing you should add to every form. I'll scroll right to the bottom. There it is there. This is the part of the form that submits it. Now where does it go to? We find that up the top of the left hand column in emails and actions. Let's click on that now. In here we've got a few different advanced actions that are taking place. The first row is the success message. So basically that tells the person that has filled in the form, click submit, that they've done it correctly. The next one down, this is very important. This is where the form gets sent to. There's no point someone filling in a form on your website if it doesn't end up in your inbox. So we can edit that by clicking on the settings at the end. And the final row in this advanced section here is the redirect, and this sends them, the site visitor, off to a redirected page. So for this particular website, we wanted them to fill in this form, click submit, that gets sent off to the site owner via email, and then the site visitor automatically gets redirected to a bookings page. So in this redirect section, we have the address of that bookings page. Now none of this makes any point to do whatsoever unless you take it across to the live site. And to do that, you obviously click on the publish button. Without doing that, nothing will get across to the live site and you've wasted your time. The good thing about Ninja Forms is if you change something and you try to get away from this particular page without clicking on publish, it'll give you a reminder anyway. And that's how you modify an existing form. In a future tutorial, I'll show you how to create a form from scratch using Ninja Forms. Thank you.